Safe zones, this is a very important feature for many of our users where you may want to put an area around maybe the home so that you know if your loved one has left or come home. So we're going to go ahead and create a safe zone. Now it's going to automatically center in on your current location. If you're not at the location that you want to set up, you can enter in the address of the location that you want to set up. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the location that I am at. I will say next. You can make this area as small as 300 feet or as large as 10 miles. Now we do find that most people keep it relatively small, keep it at that default of 300 feet. We'll give that a name, so I'll call this home and save the location. And there we go, we have the location saved. So now anytime I enter or leave my safe zone, every 15 minutes it's going to be updating its location. So if it detects that I've entered or exited, I'll get a message that says, test has left home or test has entered home. The next thing is our Wi-Fi networks. Now the way we use our Wi-Fi is we're able to continue to get data from the watch. We can continue to get safe zone information from the watch by using Wi-Fi. And we're not able to make voice phone calls over Wi-Fi. So where this is very important, if you're in an area where you have limited cell service, we can use this to kind of supplement to make sure that you're always getting the data, that you always know where the watch is. But if it is a weak cell signal, you may not be able to make a phone call onto the watch. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the Wi-Fi network. So we'll say add Wi-Fi network. You'll type in the name of your Wi-Fi network. Again, it is case sensitive, so if you have any capitalized letters, you need to enter it in as it is displayed, and then make sure that you enter in whatever your password is for the network. Now, some older networks do use WEP security. If you don't know what WEP security is, you're probably not using WEP security. So in most cases, leave that off. Most people are not using WEP security. And then you're probably going to want to associate this to a safe zone. So I'm going to go ahead and say associate it to my home network. Now this actually allows a couple of very important benefits. So by default, the watch is updating its location every 15 minutes. And also because of the way that GPS works, the precision, especially when the watch is indoors, may be off by 100 feet or so. And honestly, that's why we have that radius, that minimum radius of 300 feet. If we made it much smaller, because of the way GPS works with the watch and when it's indoors, you may see the watch kind of move in and out. Now GPS is very accurate outdoors. It can be within a couple of yards of accuracy outdoors, but indoors there are some limitations to its accuracy when the watch is indoors. And then there's also that delay. So what we can do by using Wi-Fi is two things. Number one, we can immediately trigger the alert. So when that watch enters or leaves the Wi-Fi coverage area, we can immediately say that they have entered or left the Wi-Fi zone. So there's not a 15-minute delay. And in some cases, that's very important for users. The other things that we're able to do, since we're using the Wi-Fi coverage area, which is typically less than those 300 feet, it effectively gives us a smaller safe zone. So in most cases, that may be a house or two down the road, and then by that point, they're no longer able to get Wi-Fi coverage. It disconnects, and you would receive an immediate alert that your loved one has left the Wi-Fi zone. So that's why we use our Wi-Fi network.